Here's my 2000 Bayliner 2855 with a 7.4 Merc and a Bravo 3 leg. I've been chasing an overheating issue, so I wanted to separate the upper and lower leg to look at the intake ports for the raw water to make sure they weren't full of barnacles. I'm not pulling the full leg off, I'm just separating the lower gear housing, splitting the leg in half. There's 8 bolts total, 3 on each side, 1 in the top back, and 1 underneath the anode. If you trim the leg up, it'll give you better access to this last bolt. You'll need to drain the oil prior to doing this. There's an air vent on the top and an oil drain on the bottom. Once you open that oil drain, you're going to be taking about 2.5 to 3 liters of oil out, and it's pretty thick and gooey. It's going to take a long time, so plan ahead and make sure you got the right bucket underneath. Here's a closer look at the 3 bolts per side you need to take off. The one on the top at the back is the one that's easier to get to if you actually trim the leg up. It'll give you some space between the ram and the bolt. There's also a bolt that's going to be under the anode. In order to get the anode out, it's an Allen key. Just slips in the back hole, it'll spin straight out, the anode will come out, and then the bolt you can access from the bottom. Here's the bolt that's under the anode. I decided to do this one last because I was doing this job by myself and found that the easiest way to go. That's probably enough talking for now. Time to start removing some bolts. Just trimming the leg up to give better access to those 2 bolts. All the bolts are disconnected now except for that last one, and once that's out, the leg should come straight off. At the end of the day, my intake channel for the raw water and the exhaust ports were cleaner than I thought they would be with no barnacle buildup, and which is good news, but means my overheating issue is somewhere else. So a couple of new O-rings, bolted everything back together, filled it full of oil, and moving on to another project. So that's it, that's all. Minimum tools needed, minimum time needed, and you can do this job by yourself. So thanks for watching and happy boating.